In the space between snow-capped mountains and cityscape, we took a moment to recreate memories of a faraway place. Held captive in our own continent, we were unable to create memories in foreign lands in our annual tradition of travel. In the midst of a pandemic and my inner epidemic of personal crisis, we sat. Between mouthfuls of dumplings and noodles, we soaked in the culture of Chinatown, sharing laughs and jokes as we imagined we were on another trip again. Cause normally Dad's doing ministry and hip-hop in faraway places, but today we create moments in the here and now and soak in the sounds, the smells, the tastes as they take us away as though we were really there again. Cause this trip served more than just a plan B. This was more than a way to spend our refunded credits from cancelled trips. This was the space between. Days before, I sat in the snow at the highest peak of this ancient land. And as I breathed in that mountain air, I remembered to breathe. It was there that I realized I need to leave some things on the mountain and return lighter. In this space between laughs and chili, my children looked at me differently. I looked at me differently. But the look turned to confusion as the compliment shrouded in ugly truth would soon exit this innocent and intrigued vessel. I don't know why you're not angry today. This compliment was as subtle as a sledgehammer, beginning the exodus of a season riddled with anxiety, depression, burnout, and guilt. I realized how different eyes translate experience. Now the translation I could make is, Dad, you seem happier lately. But the implication that my demeanor was anger shook me to my core. Time is relative. 1 year for me, that's just 365 days. But 1 year to my child is 20% of their existence. That is a long time to be confused about your father. And as I broke down this compliment, wrapped in a tiny ribbon that felt like a dog shot to my face, I could only translate the best that I could, that the heart behind this phrase was an observation made that Dad's getting better. Dad's being more like himself again. And while I wrestled internally with the fact that my condition was perceived as angry, I smiled with tears in my eyes and thought of my reply. I don't know why you're not angry today. And all I could reply was, because everything's getting better. And that meal will forever serve as a marker that the space between mountain and cityscape was the place I realized things were changing. And our meal to create and recreate memories when we could not travel made a memory that I could draw a line in the sand to enter a new season. And this sent me on a trip that no international experience could provide. This trip allowed me to feel like I could come home again.